When you first look at a startup, I guess everybody talks about, items like team, vision, product market fit, journey to date. I think for us, it's depending on where you are, we will look at each sector or aspect and give that more importance. For example, in early stage startups, team is a lot more important than anything else. And we try to understand the background of the team, the vision they have, and maybe try to hopefully make the right investment call on the chances of them executing that vision. The later stage it gets, it's a lot more about product market fit. Not saying team is not important, but at that point you have a clearer sense of what the team has done. Obviously that also gets priced into the valuations. So there's a different element there. And I think further down the road, it becomes different things. So for us, it's very important to match the element that we focus on the most to the stage the startup's at. When making new investments for us, past the initial stages of understanding and possibly having some prior knowledge and working on where we think the startup can go, we actually end up using our network pretty aggressively. We consider ourselves to be generalists with specialist friends. So for example, if we're evaluating a B2B SaaS company in the logistics space, we would actually go out there, speak to 3 or 4 large logistics players and request they use the product, give us some feedback. This actually ends up working very well for both us, the logistics companies that we've asked, and especially, and most importantly, the startups that we're dealing with. Because if it all works out nicely and everybody's on the same page, then we end up making an investment. The logistic companies have a new product that would help them, either save money or time or whatever that product is doing. And most importantly, the startup has a few new customers and hopefully an investor they like working with. If it doesn't work too, it still works out for the partners in our network because they get access to early stage companies that may be doing things differently. And for the startups, it works because they get access to larger companies that they may have found difficult. We try to do this for most of the B2B companies that we look at and have found that it's worked very well so far. For B2C companies, we use similar models, but instead of, companies may work with key opinion leaders, influencers, distributors, of course, try to get feedback from elements such as focus groups or potential customers. Of course, a big part of journey is speaking to, if the product is already being used, and of course, speaking to existing customers.